Can I go to the sleepover?
I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Wickhouse, how we doing tonight? You guys ready for a good time?
We've been going as a band for about 3 years now. Whenever the band very first started, we was named A Moment's Notice. And we was just jamming in my garage, and after getting the cops called on us about 3 or 4 times for noise complaints, we ended up switching, like practice spaces. I've seen this, like we've been in the band since the very beginning to where whenever, we was just fresh out garage band, like lining up all of our stuff and playing in, what was it, like a 8x10? 8x12 garage? Yeah, it was like 8x12. Yeah, until now, like fast forward 3 years later, here we are, we have built our own studio, we record our own music, we do our own mix and mastering. It just feels amazing to be on this level now after putting in all this time, money, and hard work and stuff.
It's actually been 4 years.
Has it?
This is the fourth summer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fourth summer. Yep. I'm a year behind.
Yeah, we released our debut album on Friday the 13th, 2022. We produced it ourselves. Justin, actually, our singer, guitar player, recorded, mixed, mastered the whole thing. So it was pretty interesting that not only did we release our debut album, but we did it completely in-house. We, everything was done in the same room that we practice in. So it was pretty, it was a really cool experience to kind of come in here in this environment that we already know and we already feel comfortable in and just do our thing and make some music.
And we can take our time, because one of the biggest things about going into like a studio is that you got to pay for your hours. So it's like, all right, guys, you got 8 hours, cut and dry, boom. You know what I mean? But here, we can actually take our time with our music. If it takes 2 weeks to do one song, it takes 2 weeks, but it'll be right when it's done. The release show was amazing. My mind was blown. There was over 200, damn near 300 people there, man. And it was just like, whenever we was up there playing, just seeing that wall of people all the way around us from this side all the way over, and like people singing back our songs while we was playing them, the feedback from the crowd, honestly, I felt pretty and I felt special. I really did. I really did feel like I was somebody. And it was a really good feeling.
I think the coolest thing, we put out the album that day. And yeah, there were some older songs, newer versions of older songs on there, but there were songs that literally no one had heard until that day. And I saw people singing those songs.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And I thought I was like, what? Man, you've already learned that?
Feels
that's
amazing.
Crazy.
I've never really mixed and mastered an entire album before. So having a good reaction to that music and to that sound, the mix, I guess, is what industry people would call it, and it really felt good just to know that people are listening to it and liking it. So.
What does it mean to represent Scott County as a musician? Well, I honestly, with the album release show and everything, and all the support, all the people that have come out of the woodwork to show us how much they care, it's really humbling. We are surrounded by one of the greatest communities ever. We're loved, we're supported, and I really feel like this place has our back, and that means the absolute world.